Shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praises to Yahawah, Sham, Yahawashi. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS and the brothers preaching this truth and sincerity. Tonight's topic, we want to go into just, random things. We're going to basically do an open forum. I want to talk about, just current events, things of that nature. Brother, go ahead and start off with Revelations chapter 12, verse 12 for me.
Revelations chapter 12, verse 12. It says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for that devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time."
So, man, right there it's saying rejoice, because we know our time is, this place is almost done. And it's not a hidden fact anymore that they want to wipe out, Jake, in general. These devils are coming down on us harder and harder and harder now. And one good point that this brother made earlier when we were talking is that, hey, there's a lot of so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans been getting killed left and right. It's just not put out there as much on the news. Someone just happened to catch this video of a so-called Negro down in South Carolina getting shot in the back like 7, 8 times. And that's how the video went viral. They got so many other videos of our people getting just beat down to the ground, shot repeatedly. They shot a man at the Mexican border who was mentally ill. He wasn't causing harm to nobody, no nothing. They shot him with a bunch of bean bags, tasered him, everything.
And what did he have? He had a knife in his hand.
But it's just constant issues where you see our people are getting messed up. And Jake is starting to wake up.
Okay.
Some of you got your own way of thinking about it, your own interpretation of it, but Jake is waking up to the truth in a sense too. They know what's going on. Everybody is going to hear the name Yahawah, Sham, Yahawashi. They're going to hear that name, and everybody's going to recognize the brothers that's been out here preaching this truth on the highways and hedges.
That's right.
Out here 24/7. All day, advanced brothers out here in season, out of season. Not taking no breaks. That's how they hear it. Not the people, not niggas from IUIC, ISUPK who have their little winter breaks and stuff. But just to stay on topic, it's just now Jake is really getting vicious out here for our people, man. That Jade Helm 15 project they got going on, who you think they're aiming for? A brother put up some documentary films that I've also seen where they were showing what happened in Panama back in 1989. Down there in Panama, man, people were getting slaughtered and they were just sleeping at home. Some of them said, man, all they heard was gunshots, and next thing you know, their doors were being busted in by U.S. military. And y'all think it's not going to happen here. And Texas is one of the most hostile states because of these gun laws and stuff that's being pressured on people. So it's going to be a big thing of religion, especially what we've been prophesying about this entire time. Go ahead and give me 2nd Ezra chapter 15, starting in verse 1.
2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 1. "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord."
And everyone's hearing these prophecies. No one's in denial of it anymore, whether it's these 2/3 that are bugged out, or just brothers or just the elect that are waking up. Keep going.
Yeah, verse 2. "And cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true."
Keep going.
"Fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness."
See, and all the unfaithful, because right after that Jake that got, it was named Walter Scott. That was his name, Walter Scott. I just saw his mother yesterday on, what was it, CNN, one of those news channels.
Yeah.
She is already forgiving these damn devils for killing her child.
You serious?
The brother is like, look, they want justice, but Jake is still, y'all so mentally enslaved. It's just not even funny anymore, man. There should be no way in hell. Now, if that were you that were in that cop's shoes and would have shot one of them white folks people, they'd have made sure they tried to at least have a damn phone call made to your house threatening you, your family, your very livelihood, to try to crush you. And y'all ready to forgive, to just think y'all can continue on with this Martin Luther King bullshit, man.
And Jesus Christ stuff.
Yeah, that they just gonna forgive.
If I can say this real quick, all right? But see, now it's coming to the point where it's so blatant. The spirit the Lord is putting on this place is so blatant to where you got videos where like a cop will stop a Jake, shoot him, right? But then a cop will stop an Edomite and talk him out of something. With a gun, with a rifle in his hand, he'll talk him down and calm him down. But why can't you do that for the Jake? And so people are seeing that and they're getting roused up.
That's right. And with that being said, it's just going to show you even more, man. We're done, man. The ones who live in unfaithfulness, y'all don't know what having faith really means. You're living according to a philosophy and doctrine that was made up by one of our own people, who was a deceiver, damn devil, Martin Luther King, and he deceived our people, man. It was the worst thing he ever did. Even though people tell you in certain documentaries he regret doing that I Have a Dream speech. Because this literally put our people in mental chains to where no matter how bad we get murdered off, all this stuff, man, y'all don't have no understanding or logic of how you're truly killing off the black community, as you would call it. You know, but they're doing this to all of us, man, the Latinos, Native Americans too. Some of you don't even know it's even worse on the damn, on those reservations than it is in the hood.
Man, they drinking, what do you call, hand sanitizer? Doing all types of wickedness. Jake is all into it.
Keep reading.
Yeah, it says, verse 5, Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction, for wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and the hurtful works are fulfilled.
And how is it being polluted now? Not only are we in these, and to show you how bad it is with these mental chains that are on us right now, it is getting to the point where it is just okay to be fucking gay now. It's running so rapid that you cannot make not one offensive remark against homosexuality.
Yep.
Soon as you do it, you're the worst thing walking this earth. But if a man say, hey, I want to have multiple wives or something, that's like, yo, look at that as the most wicked thing. See how backwards that is? That logic is just not there for you 2/3, man. And I'll just say that to 2/3. They ain't no trying to get through to no other type of heathens like Esau.
Right,
If I can add something to that, the heathens, they don't live like that. They're pushing this homosexual doctrine out. Like I'm talking about like those top ones. Their women aren't over them. They're not living like that. They're not respecting their women, putting their women above the household.
Right.
If you look at the Rothschild household, it's not like that. They're just pushing this madness out on the people. So on the average Joe, so that'll create all this turmoil in the earth, all this wickedness and all this unjust, just to push, especially our people, further and further away from the truth. Because they're especially targeting Jake to be homosexuals and for the women to be the head of the household. They don't live like that. The Rothschild, he don't put his woman on a pedestal.
Yeah,
Right? They're just pushing this out for our people, for our destruction. But we were given these laws, statutes, and commandments to be able to understand how to live. But the time that we live in now, this has to happen. All these things, niggas get shot down in the streets, all this stuff has to happen to fulfill prophecy so that we can have our kingdom.
Con.
Go ahead.
Con. I got a quick precept to this.
Con, go ahead, bro.
This is Baruch chapter 4, verse 24. Like as now the neighbors of Sion have seen your captivity, so shall they shall they see shortly your salvation from our God, which shall come upon you with great glory and brightness of the everlasting.
That's right. The same way Esau's gonna come with that just great heavy sword and destruction, the Lord is gonna come with glory and magnification for our people that same way.
That's right.
It's gonna be a dark day, dark clouds over everything. When the Lord comes, it's gonna be nothing but light. So of the elect, we just gotta endure and push through this thing. We got the guideline, the instruction. We just gotta follow, keep pushing. Some of us may make it. 144, the elect will make it. Some may not. And either way it goes, if you die, when you wake up, you'll be in the kingdom.
Right. Con.
This isn't gonna last forever. Finish that, but make sure you jump back to Second Ezra where you was at.
Con. Verse 25 is exactly what you were saying. My children, suffer patiently the wrath that has come upon you from the Most High.
So those things that we're seeing in news, niggas getting shot down, I ain't gonna lie, to a certain degree it bothers you, but it's just a balance of it. You know that this stuff has to happen.
Yeah, right.
So you just remain balanced. You don't get too mad, you don't get too happy. You just keep going, keep pushing, keep working. Like you was digging, you just keep digging.
Mm-hmm.
You get a little frustrated at times, but keep digging, just keep going, keep working. The Lord is on his way. The Lord is on his way with that beautiful and great glory.
That's right.
Go ahead.
For thine enemy hath persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction and shalt tread upon his neck.
And that's the beautiful thing of this whole process. Right? At the end of the day, it's going to make you respect the kingdom that much more because you had to go through something to get there. If it was just given to you, you would be in the kingdom and wouldn't even really appreciate it like that.
Exactly.
Right?
And that's a good point that you're making because that was the process that Israel was originally supposed to go through when they left out of Egypt. After that Passover, because you had to be out in that wilderness, man. Not much wickedness we were doing, even though we were being enslaved back then. And then you wanted to go back into Egypt.
Okay.
That's how messed up our people are, and you're still in that frame of mind now, which brings it up again in Isaiah chapter 30, where our people you don't want to hear this thing the right way. You're so used to being in this mental box of these hundreds of years of slavery. Now you don't have to have chains on anymore. You're so loyal that there's no way in the world you can see yourself above these damn devils who are really supposed to be our servants.
Okay.
Which is going to come to pass.
Okay.
It's going to happen. But y'all don't grasp the concept that it's time to let these devils stop butchering us now.
That's right. It's kind of like when you see, like Shawshank Redemption, those people would be in prison so long that even when they got out, they just wanted to go back in because they couldn't imagine life I can actually be free and do something and live and have a business. I can't. It's too much.
That's a good point because the old man in that movie, he was about to stab Esau in his neck, and they didn't know why he was flipping out, and he cried. He said, "This is the only way they will let me stay." And they like, "Are you serious?" Like, my man has basically been institutionalized, to the point where when they finally let him go, he worked at the store, just went through the same routine every day to the point where he just said, "Fuck it," and hung himself.
That's what it is.
in that movie. And shoot, Morgan Freeman was thinking about doing it his damn self.
Huh? He was about to snap too.
Only thing that gave him happiness in the end of that movie was Esau stealing that money out the account. That's the only reason why Morgan Freeman ain't killed himself in that damn movie. But you know, the point is, it's just like our people are so, you're basically in prison now and still don't even realize it. You've been unconsciously brainwashed. You don't realize it throughout the years how we've seen this faggot type stuff. Yes, you couldn't just come out and say you gay like or homosexual like it is today, and it was frowned upon a couple decades ago. But man, you've been unconsciously brainwashed throughout time from what's happening. I remember seeing an episode where Dwayne was dressed like a woman. Martin, you see everybody know about Shanae. You had Jamie Foxx as Wanda, and what's the one guy that's actually I can't think of his name.
Tyler Perry.
No, I mean from the Tyler Perry stuff, but you even actually had men who were out there already. Shantae, whatever the hell his name is, I can't think of his name.
But it's so many of them.
It's just so many of them. It's just like you've been unconsciously brainwashed. And a good movie y'all should see to get an understanding of that is Focus. Watch that movie because you'll get an idea what I'm talking about, to where Will Smith and them were doing shit to people and they were just robbing them left and right. And they're walking around society. Cameras can't even catch it. It's just like you're so brainwashed, you don't even see a person snatch something off your hand because you're focused on something else. Or they'll hustle you and make you bet on something you didn't even realize they've been hypnotizing you on the whole damn time. Saying whether they've been saying numbers or words to you. And then that go to show you just how messed up Israel is. That's the point we're trying to make, that Israel just don't care anymore, man. That's why you 2/3 gotta go.
That's right. That's right.
Can I get a scripture real quick? Romans 13:11. Real quick. Because what the brother is saying is true and correct. The people are asleep. They're knocked out. And that word sleep in the scripture he's about to read, and the Greek word is, I believe it's hypnos. And that's what these people are. That's the root word, hypnotize or hypnotism. That's what you are. You sleep. And that's what we're trying to do with the elect. We're trying to get the elect to wake up and to understand. That's why we're using all these different platforms that the Spirit of the Lord put on the elders to do. You got walk and talk, got camp, you got all these different lessons, and all of the GMS camps is putting all this work online. That's what we're doing it for, so that we can get out of here. We're trying to wake the elect up, not wake in the sense of you're physically asleep. You're hypnotized in this world that you're in.
That's right.
And we're trying to get you from under that hypnotic state. You got that scripture?
This is Romans chapter 13, verse 11. And that knowing the time that now it is high time to wake out of sleep.
To wake out of sleep. To come out of that hypnotic state. Wake your ass up. This is not freedom. You're not living in paradise. There's no American dream.
Right.
It's only an American lie. And in that lie, you're going to get killed. You're going to get killed. It's going to come down to a point where you're going to have to make a decision. Are you gay? You're going to have to answer, straight and accordingly. And if you don't answer in the way of this world, you might be killed.
Right.
That's sort of a, simple example. But that's what the world has come to. If you're heterosexual, the way the Lord created men and women to be, then now you're in the closet. You can't say you're heterosexual because they take that as you're against the homosexual. And you're trying to oppress them.
And this is a perfect precept along with that. I'm going to keep reading it first. I'm going to finish reading that. It says, for now our salvation is nearer than when we believed.
And that's what you're seeing in the world. That should tell you that, man, this world is coming to an end. It's almost over. I don't care what you're thinking of, what your idea of the future is, what religion, what belief you have. You know that the system that's going now is coming to an end.
Con.
That's just the way. I don't care what you believe.